All right, I'm going to do the Chapter 3 pretest. Going to work through the key for you. First question says 8 less than a number n is less than 11. Let me repeat. 8 less than a number n. That means I have to have my number n, take 8 away, and I have is less than looks like that, 11. And then I find the match. And it looks like its match is letter B. 2. I have 6 is bigger than or equal to 6k. And it says, which number is a solution to this? Well, all I do is solve the problem. Really, which number is a solution means plug it in and see which one is true. So A says 8. Is 6 bigger than 6 times 8? No. I already know it's not going to be. B says 18. I already know right away that 6 is not going to be bigger than 6 times 18. C says 2. Again, I already know 6 is not bigger than or equal to 12. So that's a no. And lastly, we have 1. Is 6 bigger than or equal to 6? Yes, because it's equal. So my right answer is D. 3. I want to again identify a solution. 3 is less than or equal to 3x minus 15. A says negative 9/11. Well, I'm going to use logic here. If I'm at a negative, if I plug this in, I'm just going to get more negative, and 3 is going to be greater. So right away I know I'm not. B, 5. Is 3 less than or equal to 3 times 5 minus 15? Is 3 less than 15 minus 15? No. C, 6/11. Plugging that in, is 3 less than or equal to 6/11 minus 15? Well, I'm going to get, in this situation, it's going to be negative, and I know then that 3 is bigger, so no. And D, is 3 less than or equal to 3 times 6 minus 15? Is 3 less than or equal to 18 minus 15? 3 is less than or equal to 3. So our correct answer there would be D. 4. 4 has D is less than 2. So for D to be less than 2, I always just draw it myself and find the match. D less than 2. I create my own number line. I know it's an open circle, less than is going to the left, and I find the match. It looks like B is the match. Again, I did not color my circle in because there's not a line under the inequality. That's the first page. Number 5. X is bigger than or equal to negative 3. I draw it. And I know it would be a closed circle at negative 3, and I'd be going to the right. So I find the match. Which one has a closed circle at negative 3 going to the right? That answer is also B. 6. We have an inequality that looks like I have an open circle at negative 8, and it looks like I'm going this way. So I know that I'm getting bigger. I know I'm not equal to it, and my answer I'm getting bigger than is negative 8. So I should have an inequality that says x is bigger than negative 8. That is C. Number 7. X is minus 3 is less than or equal to negative 12. Add 3 to both sides. You get x is less than or equal to negative 9. And then you graph it. Well, I only have one that says x is less than or equal to negative 9. That's a D, letter D. But you should have a closed circle at negative 9. And it looks like I got a closed circle. If you look at your key, it shows a dot in between negative 8 and 12. And that's just representing that negative 9. Okay, number 8. X plus 7 is less than or equal to negative 8. I'm going to take 7 away, but that's really adding that negative 7, so you should get x is less than or equal to a negative 15. And I see that the only one that has the less than or equal to negative 15 is B. Number 9. X over 5 is bigger than or equal to negative 2. X over 5 means divide. To move divide, I multiply. And you should get x is bigger than or equal to negative 10. I have two negative 10s as an option, but only one of them represents bigger than or equal. So my correct answer would be D. Okay? Moving to number 10, we have negative x over 4 is less than or equal to 2. I'm going to times through by a negative 4. Since I'm timesing by a negative, I'm going to MD&F the inequality, and you get x is bigger than or equal to negative 8, and that answer is D. Number 11, negative 5x is bigger than or equal to negative 10. Divide by a negative 5. Since I'm dividing by a negative, I'm going to MD&F it, and x is less than a positive 2, less than or equal. And that correct answer is D. Number 12, 4x plus 6 is less than negative 6. I'm going to move my 6 first, adding that negative. 4x is less than negative 12. X is less than negative 3. Dividing through by 4, and that answer is A. 13. 2 times b minus 8 is bigger than 12. Distribute. 2b minus 16 is bigger than 12. Add 16. You get 2b is bigger than 28. Divide by 2. B is bigger than 14. That is C. 14. Q plus 12 minus 2 times Q minus 22 is bigger than 0. I'm going to distribute. I'm really distributing this negative 2. So Q plus 12 plus a negative 2Q minus a negative 44 is bigger than 0. This negative 2 times Q is this negative 2Q. The minus came down. Negative 2 times 22 is this negative 44. Combine like terms on the same side means I do not do the opposite. Q plus a negative 2Q, I'm at a negative Q. 12 minus a negative, that just means plus. 12 plus 44 would be 56. Negative Q plus 56 is bigger than 0. Take 56 away, and you get negative Q is bigger than negative 56. Now I'm going to MD&F it. Q is less than a positive 56. And what I did there, I ended up just dividing through by negative 1. That's what caused me to MD&F it. and turn this negative into a positive. So the answer for that one is D. D is the answer for 14. Okay, that's going to be it for this first half.